welcome to Stephanie Plans and Reads. On this channel, I like to talk all things planners, planning, stickers, all of the planner accessories. And so if you like all that kind of stuff, please think about subscribing. I really appreciate all of the people who've already subscribed. And if you're just watching this and haven't decided whether or not you're going to subscribe, I appreciate you too. So today is the day of the flip. So I'm going to be flipping through my well, I say this is a planner, but it's more of a journal, I'd say. And then my A5 common planner, I'll go through that for the month of April. So I think we'll start with this one. I'll put this one to side. This one is my reading journal. If you haven't seen it before, I absolutely love this. This is currently being eaten on the corner. I don't know if you can see that by my cat Zeus, who may show up in this video at some point. He's looking out the window at the moment. So April in this doozy. So April begins the start of Q2. So I have some social media stats I'll just cover. But basically in the like the goal section, I just write down the books that I read. So I read 8 books this month, and mostly historical, romance, and romantic suspense. And then this one, I haven't really figured out what to do. I mean, I track some of my social media stats on the bottom, but I haven't really figured out what to do here. Last month, I was, again, not using it and using it just for social media stats. So I had put something up here. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I think I was going to track like posts and videos and things like that. But it's too much for me to track that. So then if we go into the month, I was originally, so if you've watched some of my other videos, especially my Q1, I guess, review, I was talking about my social media and how I track was going to track my social media in here, and I had been doing that. And using like the back pages here, I'll show you, as a kind of task list about social media. But I found I didn't like that system that much, and I wasn't going back to the task list enough. And this was really just a scheduler where I put my scheduled posts. However, I decided in the end of Q1 that I wasn't going to do that anymore, and I was going to try and use my main planner for that, just to keep on track of it better. And also I had ordered something at the beginning of April, hoping that it would be here by now, but there's been some, I don't know, post issues. I don't exactly know what's going on. It hasn't ever updated its tracking beyond it's moving through the network, which is a pain. Anyway, so I was going to move that into something else maybe. So still working on that. So that's why, I mean, this isn't really done all that much. Okay, so moving on to the month or the weeks. So this is the first week of April. So just what I use here is usually washi tapes and pet tapes, really thin stickers so that it doesn't bulk up too much, because I'm also using the pen that you get with the Hobonichi, which is a Uniball, and it is a ballpoint, obviously, and it really does fluff up the pages, which is great. I love it, and makes them crinkly. And this planner, yeah, it's a planner. I absolutely love. I love it. I love the feel of it. I love it, like it's messy. So this is the first day using kind of washi tapes. I just kind of ripped some washi tape. I like that kind of look. And then pet tape here. And then on this side, I write down what I read that day and the page numbers. And then I sometimes will make little notes. And I usually put the star rating if I finish it. I'll put that in there. And then on here, I usually write a longer review or any other notes in general about my reading. So like I didn't get to read much this week, or what my goal is for the week. And I usually try and get that, you know, about 2 books a week is usually my goal. So there's week 1. Week 2, loving these kind of flowers. I like the kind of, you know, mishmash of it, the journaling aspect of it. I'm still learning about that, but I do like it. And I do like putting the books and the page numbers in blue and then the rest of the notes in black. That helps the book stand out for me. Again, it's just some washi tape. I had some black stars. I think they were from Happy Planner. And then I also had a couple of Coffee Monsters Co. because I had this Coffee Monsters Co. washi. So I put some Coffee Monsters Co. stickers in, which I usually don't use stickers because of the bulk, but yeah. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Was last week. I just like this kind of, I don't know, setup. I like this kind of old fashioned cabinet here. I think a lot, this pet tape I have is, a lot of this stuff looks like kind of mid-century modern, which is kind of my favorite design. And yeah, that looks good. And then this is this week. Obviously, the 30th ends on Tuesdays of the month. So yeah, just again, some washi pet tape. And yeah, that was the month of April in my reading journal. The back pages I haven't really used for anything now. Once I moved my social media out of it, now it's kind of become a bit of a hodgepodgey notes kind of situation. I have some notes for future videos, and then at the back I have some video ideas, or some ideas about next year's book journal, things like that. But generally, I spend most of my time in the week. So that is my book journal. And like I said, I just absolutely love this. I will definitely do this next year. There's nothing stopping me from it. I would change up a few things just because at the beginning of the year, I thought social media was going to be in here too, so there's lots of social media stuff. But next year it'll be strictly book, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right, so moving into this, and let me just check that it's nice and centered for you. This is my A5 Common Planner. I'm going to take it out of this cover, the Motum cover, just for ease. It's chunking up pretty well. This is so can you see how it's kind of angling? I don't know if it, what's the best way to show you. See how it kind of angles? I'm not exactly sure what's happening there, and if it's because it's in the Motum, or because I kind of have to sometimes like kind of form it a little bit. It doesn't hugely bother me. I just like the kind of lived in look of it. And you can see it's starting to chunk up pretty well. So let's get into it. These, I mean, I don't need to show you all that because, yes, here. So April. So in the goal section here, well, let's just show you last month or last quarter. So what I had done was I put some habits up here, and then just I used a dot marker, a clean color dot marker, just to mark off if I met it. And then this quarter, I took away some of the habits where I was already doing them consistently every day, and I just added the ones I wasn't doing consistent every day. And so I've had a pretty good month with some of them. You know, I'm still not really good at flossing. I've put lots more eye drops in, which is good. When I say water here, it's not just drinking water. It's like explicit effort to drink extra water. So I've done I'm pretty good with my Stephanie Plans and Reads. Looking for work is pretty good, and walking is good, but it can be improved. And then I just put a total down there of how many per day. That gives me a sense of what's happening. Here I just listed some priorities of things that I want to get done in the quarter or want to attend to in the quarter. I try not to make it too specific or too quantitative in a way, because I want to be accountable to myself, but also give myself enough flexibility. And what I tried to do here in the month of April, and I'm not going to continue it, as you can see, is I was going to put my social media like checklist here and then cut it out for every week. That did not work. And then just put some highlights here. That's fine. And that's what I'm going to do here. So in May, I'm going to just put what specifically I'm working on in May, and then the highlights. So, right. So April's monthly. I never do a lot with a monthly beyond, I've put my YouTube videos here. I was doing my Instagram and TikTok posts, but I stopped doing that because I thought I was going to get something else and move that into there. And I'm hoping to do that once it's delivered. But I just like, you know, a little washy moment, and then the month, and then my appointments also go in here. But usually nothing else goes in here, and I kind of like a clean month. It just gives me a, you know, like what it's supposed to do, an overview. I probably maybe don't use it to its full potential. And I have seen other, you know, other people use this for gratitude, use it, you know, word of the day, a sticker a day. And I like those ideas, but it would be too busy for me, I think, if there was writing all over the place. I wouldn't know if I was coming or going. Right, weeklies. So this, we start here. This was not a kit. This was leftover stickers from a variety of sticker shops. I like it. It's kind of like a beige brown theme. It looks sparse in places, and that's, you know, probably because I didn't spend enough time writing things down. But when you have the dailies as well, I mean, does it really need to be so full? No. So I always have my meals, and here it says prep, but I didn't have a meal plan sticker, so that's why I used it. I write highlights, and here it's highlights both of the week and also, or review, and it's also highlight like what did I like about this spread. So I said it basically was not a bad spread for not being a kit. At the bottom, I started doing my to-dos as I had been doing previously. So see, I put the to-dos. Then I had this genius idea is, what if I put the to-dos in the dailies and put my gratitude here? So then I started putting the gratitude. And we'll talk about that in a second. So that's week 1. Week 2, I really liked this week. It is completely not what I generally do, but I had a whole bunch of these freebies. Actually, I think I might have an example of it. Yeah. So I had these Let's Planet freebies, and I thought, well, I'm gonna make a spread with them, and I did. It's a great spread. I like this page a lot. It's very purple. I had this like washi tape from Coffee Monsters Co. that had the purple in it, so I used it. My gratitude is at the bottom. The review here, the meals. I like these round circles, and it's something different from just like the straight line there. So I think, you know, when I'm thinking about sticker placement, I like to put them in different places so it's not just bulky in that one area. Although, you know, it will get bulky at the top where the headers are. So yeah, I really like this spread. I have Coffee Monsters Co. Emojis, and I also have, I think these are Stick with the Plan ones. So yeah, it's a great spread. I think it looks cohesive, which I like. So this one looks cohesive, maybe a little sparse. This one, yeah, I did a good job with that one, I think. Complimenting myself. Lovely. Okay, moving on. This is also not a kit week. I was using leftover, I thought, blue stickers. Because I had a lot of blue stickers for some strange reason. So I didn't have any date headers, so I didn't put anything at the top, which I'm not a fan of. But I did have these Coffee Monsters Co. So I used that as like this top bit would be like something I had to do on that particular day. This is what I kind of did in this section. And then this was my gratitude. In this section, in this spread, I had gratitude was quite small and I didn't feel like I got to put everything I wanted. So I made it bigger here. This is like a mantra that I have, or like an affirmation. And yeah, I think I had quite a busy week this week. I had some appointments. It was a bit, the spread is a bit writing heavy. And that I like that it, when it's writing heavy in some ways, because it shows that I was using it and working in it, but it also is a bit, I don't know, just a bit dull, I suppose. So this is week 3. Week 4 did something different. I think probably from here, I was a bit sick of the black. And so I kind of thought, well, let's do something different. So I'm using a Coffee Monsters Co. kit. And what I did was use this, I think it's a Write Tech green pen. I use this one here. Yeah, Write Tech 0.5. And honestly, never had a smudge problem. So yeah, if you're thinking about using a different pen, I think I use the Klenna because it doesn't smear. And I like the Klenna, but this didn't smear either, as you can see. Again, this was the first week, or was it? No, this was the first week where I used my Post-it note trick, where I put things on a clear Post-it note and then check them off for social media. And I really like that. So I continued that this week. And then when I take it off, there's still the space there. And I've got all my checks. And then I can write my highlights beside it. So yeah, I really liked using a different color pen. I kind of got into the black pen. I had always been using colored pens. And then I got into the black pen because of the consistency and how it looks, you know, nice and everything. But I like the colored pen, so I will definitely use that again in the future. And that moves us on to this week, which is the week that we're in. And I decided to stop doing gratitude at the bottom and move my to-do list back here. I just found like when the gratitude is here, I don't look at this spread that much, but when my to-do list is, I look at it and I can, you know, check off and then, you know, kind of have the to-do list inform the kind of more decorative area. I preferred it. So I moved it back here. And this is a leftover kit again. I think in one of my videos, I might have told you that I don't have a lot of kits for spring and summer. And so I'm using up what I have, which is, I think, a good theme for a lot of people this year is to kind of use what they have. That's what I'm doing. And so, yeah, this is a leftover kit and pieces from a leftover kit. And hello, Zeus. What are you doing? Yeah, I really like it. So that's the weekly. Now the dailies. Let's see here. The dailies start next. So I thought I'm going to try and do a page per day, and that lasted all of one day, 2 days. I don't like writing through the whole page, and I need to be in columns. This is a want list of things that I want, but I'm not going to buy right away, and then I cross them off when I buy, and I just add to it as I go. Yeah, so this is me just trying out a more decorative day per page. I just don't think that I need a day per page. This was trying to put both my to-do list and my gratitude in one, and this is the way I used it for the Hobonichi cousin, and I do like this. But then if I have my gratitude and my to-do list in the back, then I have less to put in the weekly. So I like just doing this, basically, is cutting it up into 2 columns and putting 2 days per page. So sometimes I don't always fill it. Sometimes I fill it with a quote, some really bad calligraphy, but you know, I'm trying. So these all have my to-do list and then a reflection. I tried doing like putting the days like opposite to each other. That lasted for all of 4 days. This is back to the kind of columns ideas that I like, and yeah, I add some deco when I need to. I've been told by several people and myself that I'm impatient at times, so I thought I would kind of do a deep dive into impatience. So I have written some definitions and some quotes and some ideas about it, and I'm gonna write some more here, so that's why I left that page. Yeah, to-do list, and it's very, very simple. I use my Tombos to highlight. Sometimes I use stickers for the days, sometimes I just write the days. Here we are. And then I've moved my gratitude back into here. So I have gratitude, then reflection, which makes more sense because this is more of a journal-y kind of thing. And the weeks would be a more task-based thing. And that brings us up to May. I'm gonna have lots of extra pages if I do 2 days per page, but it gives me a chance to do things like have this, a want list. And then what I do is, if I have a page like this where it's something that I can come back to, then I write it in my index at the front of the book. Here. I made 2 pages for the index. That's probably unnecessary. But yeah, so I'm going to have a lot of extra pages. So I'm not precious about how I use them because I think I'm only on, like now we're in the first week of May, and I'm on page 68. So I should be like 120 or something. So yeah, lots of extra places to do these kind of full page dumps or lists or collections. I've got a master to-do list here. Yeah, just a whole bunch of random things can happen in here because I'm only using 2 days per page. And that's my flip through of the week, or the month of April. I'm really excited to possibly get a delivery at some point, hopefully, fingers crossed. To add to this, I have no need to add. I think I could probably find a way of making this work for my social media as well. But I like the calendar. So I'm putting like, I'm not just going to show you. I'm putting like little post-it notes at the moment for my videos, and then I can, you know, write them down when I actually do post it. But I don't necessarily want to keep up that. So I like having like a little something that has monthlies that I can have dedicated to social media. So yeah, watch this space for that. Hopefully, gosh, I've been so patient, but hopefully it comes soon and I'll be able to introduce you to it. So thank you so much for watching. If you watched this far, I really appreciate it. All the new subscribers, it's so exciting. Yeah, I'm really hoping to meet some subscriber goals this year. And yeah, I'm really appreciative of everybody who's decided to jump on and join me. So if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.